We're live. Welcome to Money, 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 Money. Monday. Money, 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 Money. Monday. Money, 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 Money. Mondays, money, 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 money. Hello, world, and welcome to Mind Over Money with Timolin Langan. I'm coming to you from Los Angeles, and I hope you have had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining me today on this fabulous Monday afternoon. We love it when you like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And I just want to encourage you to continue to do that. Thank you so much. And today I just want to share some things that have been on my mind. 3 little topics that I want to share with you today. Also, I want to begin with some of you all saw the real estate video that we did, and we took a few hits on that. People were like, "Oh, is any time really a good time to invest in real estate? Oh, is that always the best investment?" And it's so funny. I was reading something online over the weekend, and it seems to be pretty good. It seems to be the better investment. It seems to be the one that many financial gurus recommend. And I can get into my feelings sometimes, so it just kind of felt good to have that affirmation. And guys, again, the things that I share here are things that I actually do. These are not just things that I've read somewhere and heard about. I actually do them myself, and they have indeed worked. And even before we can get to that stage of buying property, we have to get the capital that we need to invest and to buy that. And oftentimes that requires savings, which is what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to give you 3 little takes to consider. It says 3 powerful strategic money tools that you can use to save for increase. So how do we save now for our future? Number 1, we have to have an emergency fund. Save for an emergency fund. That is number 1. And financial gurus, many of them recommend saving 6 to 8 months of for your expenses. I know that we as working people, that sounds like an awful long time. What I recommend is that you start small and then you work your way up. Instead of trying to save 6 to 8 months of income, just start saving 6 to 8 quarters and build and grow from there. And I've written about this in my book. And as you know, if you've been following me at all, that I am the queen of coin savings. And I know our society is changing a little bit now, given the COVID-19 and all, where coins are not as easily accessible as before. But when you go to the grocery store and you're doing shopping, they have these apps and things of that nature where you can actually round up, and they will put those extra coins into your account. So that is still an option, just taking all of the technology into consideration. We just have to do it a little differently, that's all. But it's still a good idea to save those coins. And it's, and if you would like, as a matter of fact, I'm going to invite you to join me on a financial challenge. And if you want to do this, leave me a comment below. Again, we love it when you write and you like and you subscribe and you share. That makes us feel real good. Anywho, let me know if you want to join me in that process, or I will join you on your journey, because I've been doing this for years, so saving coins. And if you even go and check out my YouTube channel, Mind Over Money with Timolin, you will see that I've done videos on the subject, and I've showed you my little coins, and I've got my little nickels and pennies and dimes and quarters in there. So if you want to join me on that challenge and say, hey, you know what? Maybe you think, oh, $500 sounds like a lot. Well, you know what? Let's just see how much you can save in that period of time, starting November 1st, guys. How about that? And the second thing we want to do, and also in my book, Mind Over Money, I give you 40 plus strategies that you can use now and implement now to save money. Sometimes it's just a matter of just restructuring your finances, looking at things a little differently. You know, one of the things that I love to do is I love coffee. And I found that there was a time in my life where I was drinking tons of coffee out. I could have owned stock in this particular company. And then I realized, you know what? I could save a whole lot of money simply by making my coffee at home. And that took pounds off my waist, and I no longer wasted money that way. And I was able to save it and use that money for strategic purposes like saving, getting out of debt, investing, etc. And I never look at things as small coins. Even when I used to see people throw nickels and pennies and dimes away when coins were in abundance, that always kind of, I don't know. I saw that as an opportunity. I would literally pick the coins up when I was in the parking lot or wherever, and I'd take them home and put them in my car console or in my little water bottle, because I'm a Mississippi girl, so I keep the little gallon jugs, and that's kind of where I put all of my coins. The second tip I want to share with you today is to save for increase. Now, whether your goal is to have more money in your pocket or to attend college, to live the same lifestyle you're living in retirement, or to just invest, you're going to need a financial springboard. Looks like Brenda is here today. Thank you for joining me, Brenda. Hello, welcome. So you're going to need a financial springboard, and it is important that you have this in addition to an emergency fund. I often say that we need several savings accounts, an emergency fund, and then we need an investment fund, so to speak. And this is where you might actually start to increase your savings a little bit, where you're putting 20% of your income into this account. And yes, you did hear me say that right, guys. I know you're thinking 20%, Tim, that's an awful lot. But these are baby steps. Remember, we're taking smaller increments as we go. And, I started small and then started to invest a little bit more. And it really doesn't matter, guys, how much you invest, whether you're saving, 20%, 40%, start where you are. Start small and then work your way up. And just keep in mind that nobody has enough money. Everybody's saying, "Oh, I don't have enough money to save. I don't have enough money to save." You do. And I really recommend my book, getting that book, because I show you 40 plus ways that you can just restructure the money you already have to find financial increase. And just imagine if you saved $20 a month for the next 15 years, for the next 20 years, that is going to be an incredible amount of money that you will have. Can somebody do the math for me, please? Tell me, how much will you have just saving $20 a month for 20 years? It adds up, guys. It really does. And it's so funny, as I was doing research for this program over the weekend, I saw an article written by Susie Orman. And this was very interesting because I've always been a fan of starting small and that turning small seeds into money trees. Let me say that better. Small seeds invested properly will turn into money trees later. So in this article, in the Inquirer, Susie Orman was talking in reference to retirement. And I'm going to read exactly what she said, because this goes into what I'm saying today. It says, even small savings now could offset the current shortfall. And she said, if Pennsylvania households save just $1,170 more a year, which is about $95 a month over the next 15-year period, they could completely erase the gap and allow for a retirement with adequate savings. And then she said something that I've been saying as well, and it's just more of an affirmation, because I really have been practicing these things all along, and that we can no longer rely on our jobs for job security. And you've heard me, if you've watched this program once, talk about multiple streams of income. So I highly recommend that for you. I've been preaching that forever as the key to financial success. And I believe that these things will help you as you prepare for retirement. Now, this is the time now, while you're young, to start thinking about retirement, the kind of lifestyle you want to live, and then positioning yourself so that you can achieve that. And so that's one of the things I want to share. And then there's one last topic I want to talk about today. And one of the things I want to say before we get to that next topic is that I think of financial fitness in the same way as I do physical fitness. And what that means is that you don't get into shape overnight. You know, even if you're trying to lose some pounds, or you're just trying to get financially firmer or stronger, it takes time. And many of you know that I am becoming a runner. And when I started running years ago, I literally couldn't run around the corner. But just taking small steps daily, you know, I would run with a friend. So we were all part of a running community where we supported each other. And that's part of our goal here, is to create like a worldwide financial community of working people worldwide, sharing tips, sharing information, walking on this journey together, coming alongside each other and encouraging each other, sharing tips, sharing the best places to shop, etc. And in the last point, I'm going to tell you exactly how this all came about. But right now, physical fitness is similar to building physically. It's similar to building fiscally as well. You just take one step at a time. You keep coming back. You keep getting consistent. And there were days when we couldn't make it to, we're thinking, okay, our goal is 1 mile. Well, we couldn't even run around the corner. So we would say, oh, well, let's just get to the stop sign. And my friend Keisha, let's just get to the light. Let's just get there. And eventually, guys, we started running that 1 mile. But it took diligence, it took consistency, and it took us encouraging each other. Come on, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it. And we were in the midst of faster runners. That didn't bother us. That we weren't concerned about the people who were faster than us. We were simply running our race. And that is what this is all about, is working people worldwide. We're just going to run our financial race, encourage each other, be there to support each other, and do it together. That's really what this is all about. And I am learning so much as I go along on this too, because this technology thing is, oh my God, it's new for me. It's new. I'm learning. But the last thing I want to share with you today, and this is how the Live Like a Millionaire Now movement came about, because I believe that you also have to save for fun. Yeah, we should be able to live like a millionaire now, meaning that we as working people worldwide should take the current resources that we have, be strategic with them, so that we too can live the life of our dreams. And many of you know that the Live Like a Millionaire Now started in Australia. Yes, at the Australian Open. Since I was a young girl, I used to watch tennis matches in my little small town of Mississippi. And then I realized that, you know what? I live in California now. I can actually go to some of the matches. And I started doing that. And one day I wound up at the Australian Open. And guys, let me tell you, I had great seats. I was at the semifinal match. I was at Rod Laver Arena, feeling good. The music is playing. I am happy. I've got a front seat behind Serena and Venus. And I got to see both of them play different people at the Australian Open, and it was absolutely amazing. And at the end of that match, Serena, who was pregnant at the time, and nobody knew, and she went on to win the final. And then at the end of her semifinal match, she looked over at me as everyone was yelling and screaming, Serena, Serena, Serena. She looked into my eyes, guys. And I'm just telling you, she lingered. And she gave me the biggest smile. And even now, that means so much to me. It's like, what an experience that I, a little girl from Mississippi, can have these kinds of moments. I love to travel. I've traveled the world. I've been in Rome in the summer, and I'm walking down the street and there's this person and that person, these celebrities, and I'm like, wow, I'm just a little kid from Mississippi. But I'm living the life of my dreams by being strategic with the very little money I have. I'm a teacher. I started all of this on a teacher's salary. And I have just been able to do what I'm sharing here with you, is just be strategic with this and make it into something bigger. Planting small seeds and managing them well, tending to them well, and they've turned into some pretty nice money trees for me. And I am able to live like a millionaire now on my budget, which is what I am encouraging you to do as well. And so the whole purpose is for this, is for us as working people to live our lives by design and not default. So that is it for the money tips today. I just want to thank you all for joining me, and those who are not with me now, many of you catch it later. Thank you so much, and we will be back here next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please tell a friend, share, like, and we'll see you next week. And remember, financial success is not a gift. It is a habit. See you next Monday.